All righty. Welcome everybody to our exciting presentation tonight. You're going to hear two great stories, and then you're going to hear from a registered nurse tonight, Bridget. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear from her. And first, I have to say happy National Nurses Week. And I totally respect you and all the nurses. I know the work and the hours that you put into this, and we appreciate and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you do. So I do want to welcome all the guests here tonight. And if you're here live or if you're going to be watching the recording, thank you for listening, and we're here to help you and get some answers to some questions that you may have at the very end of this. So the person that invited you will definitely follow up with you. But first, a little bit about me. My name is Tori Hill, born and raised in Houma, Louisiana. I am 100% Cajun all the way. I love where I live. I love my culture. I used to be a school teacher. We just celebrated National Teacher Appreciation Week. So I used to be a teacher, love what teachers do and what they give their hearts. So I did that for many years. My husband, guess what, was a registered nurse. I know. So we were living life. Life was good. And then a friend of ours introduced us to a video. So make sure if you're a guest, you get that video from the person that invited you here tonight. Watched a video 12 and a half years ago. It was an ABC primetime investigative report. It blew my mind. I knew I wanted the product immediately. My husband said, we got to get more information about this company, about this business, this wonderful industry. So I did. I kept an open mind. I listened, and we joined this amazing company, LifeVantage, October of 2010. I'm here to tell you about the products. Our flagship product changed my entire life. I got my life back because of this flagship product called Protandim. Protandim lowers oxidative stress. If you've never heard of it, picture an apple. If I place an apple on a table, it will turn brown. It is the root cause to anything you can think of, every disease process, inflammation, you name it. Our flagship product lowers oxidative stress on an average of 40% in 30 days. I found out so much information from a website called PubMed.gov. It's where our doctors go to do their research. If you go to PubMed today, you're going to see over 30 peer reviews on Protandim. So don't take my word for it. Go and do your research and go to PubMed.gov. Also, we've got this amazing new product, our activated liquid collagen. The two combined, I'm telling you, are changing people's lives. I'm not going to go over all our products. I want you to get that information from the person that invited you. So the products gave me my life back. I can't make any claims, but I'm here to tell you, I am not on inhalers anymore. I am not on medications anymore. And I was very, very sick before I was introduced to Protandim. So yeah, I got my life. But here's the best part about what we decided 12 and a half years ago. The person that introduced this had no idea that life happened to us, that life hit us. We were about to lose our home, and that financial strain was affecting our marriage. So when I said yes to this opportunity, I went into this thinking it was going to bring in an extra $300 a month. That's all we needed to save this home. What we started doing is sharing these products with family, with friends, everybody we cared about. 16 months later, guess what? We were able to walk away from our jobs save our marriage, save this home. We're about to celebrate our 35th wedding anniversary this June. And y'all, I promise you, it's an answer to our prayers. LifeVantage saved us. I know you could clap. I'm so excited. We're going to Cabo to celebrate our 35th wedding anniversary. So much to celebrate. But I thank LifeVantage for changing our lives. Have my health back because of our products, but we have our life because we have options in life now because of this amazing opportunity. So make sure you get the information on all our products. There's a video that we want you to watch, and then make sure you get the answers to all your questions. So I am excited to turn the time over. You have to hear this woman's story, Cassie Teal. I remember the first time I met her, I knew we were going to be friends because of her energy. She's got this energy about her. She's a servant leader. She loves, she exudes that love for people. And she loves our products. She loves our company. Cassie, I want you to share your story. Then I want you to introduce our special guest tonight, Bridget, for just everything she's got to share about being a registered nurse. So Cassie, take it away.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tori. I get chills every time I hear that story, because what Tori just said right now is the exact reason why I'm here. I am passionate about health and wellness, and I am passionate about helping people live life. And what's crazy is we are a positive group of like-minded people who just want to help other people experience what it feels like to look good, feel good, and live life with a ton of energy. So my name is Cassie Teal, and I'm a South Dakota farm girl. So Tori talks about being 100% that Cajun all the way. I'm a South Dakota farm girl, born and raised in rural South Dakota. I still live in a little tiny town of 600 people. And it's so cool that we get to do this business with people all over the world. I'm going to tell you tonight a little bit about my story, but before I do, I want to hand it back to Tori, because when I learned about LifeVantage, I was really, really excited. That story she just told you about the product was the same story I heard. And I was in a space where my dad was really sick. And the reason why somebody picked up the phone to tell me about this because they wanted me to share this product with my dad. And I was instantly I just was instantly just so excited about the product. And I was so eager to learn more. But I will tell you this, that my favorite thing about what I get to do every single day right now is the people that I get to work with every single day. Tori Hill, you guys, is the real deal. She talks about, when I hear that passion of her talking about the products, you guys, you heard maybe 1% of her story. This product has changed her life. It's changed her husband's life. It's changed her daughter's life. I just got chills, Tori, thinking about your girls and what this product has done for them. And what's so cool now is that Tori is a teacher of little people. Like anybody that has the patience to teach little people and take that same energy. And now she takes that passion to come teach adults on how they can take their health and take their wellness and take their life to the next level. And so Tori, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for being my soul sister. And I'm super, super excited that we get to do this business together, because Tori's heart, even though she's a Louisiana Cajun girl, her heart is as big as Texas. And she loves to share this story with everybody. So as Tori talked about the products, like I said, I heard those same things, but something else was going on inside the back of my head, because you see, I'm married. I've been married for over 20 years. I'm a Navy mom. I'm a basketball mom, and I'm a corporate girl. Okay. I was working in corporate America. I was working long, crazy hours. And I was one of those people that was just chasing success. And I always just wanted to make money, right? I didn't like, when I graduated college, my number one goal was to make money. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know where I was going to do it. And I didn't know like how it all worked, but I just knew I was going to be successful in whatever I did. But what they don't tell you is when you start chasing that dollar, you have to trade something. And I found myself in this space where I was a tired, wore out, cranky mom. And I was a tired, wore out, cranky wife. And maybe things looked really, really good at work from the outside, but I was an absolutely broken woman on the inside, because I was missing out on all the good stuff, like all the good stuff that we're supposed to experience as families. I was missing out on that. And like I said, from the outside, it looked like I had it together. On the inside, I was failing. I was failing as a mom. I was failing as a wife, and I was looking for something to fill to figure it out. And then you got to be so careful what you wish for, because guess what happened? I lost my job. I lost my job, and it was a really, really hard thing because my company made a business decision. They closed my division, and something amazing happened. I got to go home, and the sun came up the next day. And this feeling of stress just rolled off the back of my shoulders, because for the first time in my life, it felt like I was a present mom and I was a present wife. And it was just this feeling of joy that I'd never felt. And I remember thinking in this moment, like, okay, this is not going to last forever, but oh my gosh, this feels so good. And so when I realized that, okay, that job is gone, I don't have to go do that anymore, the next question I started asking myself is, what do I want to do next? And so I started making a list of all the things I wanted to do. And number one, first and foremost, I wanted flexibility, because I loved that time with my kids and I loved that time with my family. And so whatever I was going to do next, I wanted flexibility. But I also wanted to be in a space where I could help a lot of people. But I also had bills. Oh my gosh, why do those things keep rolling in when my job went away? Like, the job went away, but the bills kept rolling in. So I knew I needed to make money, but I wanted to be a present mom, a present wife, and I wanted to help people. And it's crazy how things line up, like with the sun, the moon, and the stars lined up, because when LifeVantage came my way, I thought to myself in the back of my head, please tell me there's a business, because if what I saw was even half real, I knew it was going to change the world, because I knew a whole lot of people in my life needed to hear this story. Because I heard this story because my dad was sick. And then in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my mom needs this. My dad needs this. My sisters need this. My brother needs this. My best friend, Mel, needed this. Like, all these people in my life started, and I didn't know anything about network marketing other than I'd never done it before. That's all I knew about it. I thought it was a little bit weird. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. The industry, I thought it was a little bit weird, but I also knew this. I knew it was real. And I knew that somebody somewhere was going to be very, very successful in this company. Because when you look at these big companies, like Tori and I were talking before the call started, how one of her very best friends is a giant leader in Mary Kay. Holy buckets. Imagine being at a point in time when you're one of the very first people to learn about Mary Kay. And we know there's lots of these very big, very reputable, very successful companies out there. And I thought to myself in the back of my mind, what if this is this thing that I'm supposed to do? What if this is the answer where I can be a present mom, I can have flexibility, I can make money, and I can help a lot of people. And I thought, what if this is that thing? And so I just decided to jump in, even though I'd never, ever, ever done anything like this before. I decided to jump in because I knew that there was people that had been here before me that could teach me how to do it. And so not only was I surrounded by positive, like-minded people like Tori, but you heard her say October 2010. That's when I got started, October 2010. So we were brand new in this thing together. We weren't teaching each other how to do it. We were seeking information. So we're super, super grateful for the mentors that came before us that could teach us how to do this. But this is honestly, you guys, what got me most excited about this as a business opportunity. Yes, the people were fantastic. Yes, the products. I mean, my gosh, one of a kind category creating products that you can't find anyplace else. You cannot go to the store and buy this. So we've got unique products. We've got amazing people, amazing culture. They teach us how to do this, but get this, we're still super, super early. So many people need to hear this message. I mean, when we got started in this thing, when Tori and I got started, we were an itty bitty tiny company. Now, over the course of the last few years, we've figured out who we are, what we stand for, how we do this. And we are on a mission to change the world. We are on a mission to change the game when it comes to health and wellness. And that is why I'm super, super excited to bring one of my very best friends, one of my very favorite people on the call right now, to talk about her experience with LifeVantage. And remember how we talked about how Tori and I didn't know each other before this business? Well, Bridget and I didn't know each other before this business either. Our husbands went to college together. And so I had the privilege of meeting Bridget when my husband introduced me to her husband, and we got to meet. And you guys, this woman, let me tell you a little bit about Bridget. She is a wife. She is a mom to 3 gorgeous girls. She has been a nurse, I'm going to say, most of her life, because I'm going to let her tell you that story in a little bit here. But she also helps her husband run their electrical company. So this woman is busy. I love seeing her in a hard hat. You guys, it's so cool to see a medical professional in a hard hat, like getting it done. So this woman is a hustler. She makes things happen, but again, she loves people and she cares so much. She is an advocate for health and wellness. And I love that we have got medical professionals that see this, okay? The medical professionals see this. And so not only do I get to call her my business partner, I get to call her my personal medical consultant, but I get to call her one of my very, very best friends now because of this company. So Bridget Norrie, I'm going to turn this call over to you, my friend, and I want you to tell us a little bit about your story and just not only just tell us, like, tell us what you think we need to know right now on a product standpoint, on a business standpoint, and just on a personal standpoint, because I know that this has changed your world. So take it away, my friend.
Love you, girls. Thank you so much. I love that you do this, because one time I did this and my girls are like, "What are you doing, Mom?" I'm like, "I'm making the heart." They're like, "No, this." I'm like, "Oh, duh." Yeah. So you learn a lot from your children, you really do. So thank you guys. And I'm so honored to be asked to be on this call. You two are wonderful. Tori, I haven't met you, only a few times at events. But I love your story. I love your family life story. It's just amazing and very inspiring. There's people out here that you touch just by telling your story. So I love that. And thank you again for having me on the call. Kazi, this girl, I talk to her every day. I don't know what I would do without her. She is my rock. She is my encourager. She builds me up even when I feel low. Just amazing. And like they said, the people in this business are what make this business special and unique. We're all in it for the same reason. We want to help people. I mean, if you don't have to be a healthcare professional. Everybody loves people, and that's why they want people on these products, especially when they see what they do. And that they're different. So I'll back up and tell you a little bit about my story. So Bridget Norrie, I'm from Nebraska, so right in the middle of the states here. Some people don't even know where Nebraska's at, I think, sometimes, unless you took geography, whatever. But so I've lived here all my life, haven't veered too far away from my hometown, but I became a nurse at age 16 in a nursing home, and I didn't know that's what I wanted to do. My husband's mother encouraged me to do it. I started dating my husband when I was in high school, and I actually fell in love with just helping people, and that's where my passion for nursing and helping others came. And so I tried to kind of get out of it, thinking, no, I want to do something where I'm going to make more money or do something, but my heart just kept me in the nursing program. So I became a registered nurse. We moved to Kearney right when we got married, and we have 3 beautiful daughters that have changed my life, and I couldn't imagine life without them. And I work at the hospital here. I became a certified wound specialist, which was a great passion of mine, because I just wanted to be able to make decisions myself. Like when I knew somebody needed something, I just wanted to do it. Like I didn't want to wait to get that doctor's order. So we had a little bit more autonomy and independence as a certified wound care specialist. So that was a great path for me. I didn't want to go too many years of school, because when I started that career, I didn't have children yet. So I wanted to have my kids, and I didn't want to spend too much time going to school. So loved that industry, loved what I was doing with nursing. I was actually introduced to network marketing in a different way with candles. So I had a passion for network marketing in some ways. But honestly, I went from selling candles, not making a dime, to selling jewelry, which I loved. I loved to hang out with women and put jewelry on them and make them feel good. But it just wasn't my heart, because I was like, these people can't afford this and they're buying it. It just didn't feel right. And then 10 years ago, along came LifeVantage into my husband's life. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've done network marketing. I believed in it, but I didn't believe in supplements. As a nurse, I didn't believe in supplements at that time. When I was in my nursing school, the interactions and herbal stuff, it just wasn't in my cards. And so when my husband, I found out he joined this company, Shane shows up at our house, and I'm like, that's Kazi's husband, shows up at our house, and I'm like, what's Shane Teal doing here? Like, I haven't seen him in years. Like, what's he doing here? And Shane was like, yeah, he didn't tell you he joined a network marketing company. I'm like, nope, he didn't tell me. And that's ridiculous, because we don't have time for it. So I had my wall up right away. But thank goodness I just stood back and I watched. I learned a little bit about the products. And once I understood and I watched that video, that hopefully you guys can watch the video that they're talking about, my mind was just blown. I was like, if this is true, why don't I know about this? I'm a healthcare professional. every healthcare professional should know about this. If this product actually slows down the aging process, who wouldn't want this and who doesn't need this? I mean, and sadly enough, Tori mentioned oxidative stress. I had no idea what it was, and I was a nurse for many, many years, and I didn't know what oxidative stress was. So when I learned about that, then another thing, I'm like, everybody needs to know what oxidative stress is. It's the root cause of disease in this world. So I grasped that, and I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. This is what God wants me to do. Those other companies weren't what I needed to be doing. This is my passion, and this is what I want to do. And we were super busy. So with being busy, I'm just like, okay, I got to figure this out, because I'm going to miss so much of my kids' stuff if I keep working these long hours. As a nurse, I was the last one to pick up my kids at daycare every day, and I was getting tired. I was not happy when I got home. It was a lot. And I just had such a big heart. I was the last one there. I don't know why. I don't know how everybody else got their stuff done, but I was always the last one, and my kids were the last ones to be picked up. And it just wore on my heart, and it tugged on my heart so much. And Cassie told me, when we'd been in the business for, well, I've been retired now for 6 years almost. And she just said, put a date on the calendar, Bridget. And I'm like, oh, hey, Jeremy, I'm putting a date on the calendar. And I actually work PRN just when they need me. And I did it. And I'm so thankful that Cassie gave me the confidence to do that. I wouldn't have done that. And I did, and I will never look back and regret it, because I have been a present mom. I haven't missed much at all. I've enjoyed everything that I've gotten to do. I've gotten to travel with the company, and I've got to spend more time with my family and meet new friends. And it's just opened my world, and it's actually opened my children's world. Like, they see us traveling, they see us working our business together, and it's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing for families, and to see what you can do as a family and work together. And it's awesome. I can't say anything more than that. I just love it, and I'm so blessed that you guys brought this into my life. And thanks to everybody that's been in this company that is sharing it. If you don't open your mouth, the next person isn't going to know anything about it, and it's not your job to make them say yes or no, yes or no. It's your job to share the information with them. So don't ever put that pressure on yourself. It's their decision. You just have to share the information with them. Open your mouth, and you don't know whose life you're going to be blessing next. So I'm just excited, and thank you guys for getting me on the call. And do you have any questions, or did I give you the information that you wanted?
Actually, Bridget, I do have one question.
Okay.
So I know you've been a nurse since age 16, right? That's a lot of years,
10
even though
years.
we're young. 10 years, yeah. But you've treated a lot of patients, right?
Yeah.
You think you've helped more people in nursing, or have you helped more people with the gift of this product?
Oh, absolutely, the gift of this product. I mean, what's hard as a nurse, and now that I know what I know, is the fact that people are getting sicker quicker. Medicine it's needed. We need medicine. That's not, I know that, but we need to look at prevention before we start throwing medication on people. And so that's where my passion for this really started to hit home, is try this, make this your first line treatment, and help people that way. I mean, in acute phases, you have to have medicine. I get that, but this is a way to help people with their health and longevity that I've never seen anything like it. And I'm a true believer, for sure. 100%.
One more
Yes.
question. So when Tori and I first started this business back in 2010, Tori would 100% back me up when I say some people really had their wall up about prevention, right? It was one of those things that you either were for it or against it. Do you think people are much more open-minded today now, coming out of what we just experienced the last few years? Do you feel like the world is much more open-minded to understanding how to take their health in their own hands?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The supplementation and even a multivitamin and anything to make people's health better. I think COVID has really made people are spending money on health more than they are other things now. I don't know the stats on that, but I know truthfully that people are spending more money because they see that they have to do something to prevent. So they're not going to be, getting those diseases. And honestly, um, yeah, it's something I see a lot more people are buying, and asking more questions, like people researching more and finding out what they can do to improve their health. The gym memberships are going through the roof too. So people are definitely spending more time and money on their health, for sure. Yeah.
I love that because that really excites me. I know as a health and wellness professional, all of us, that's exciting for us. But for you as a healthcare professional, I know it's probably really exciting for you to see the transition happening. 'Cause that's the mindset shift, right? Because it's everything different than you learned in school. So that's got to be super
Absolutely.
refreshing to you. But I just think it's because I've seen firsthand thousands and thousands and thousands of stories, and it's so stinking cool. So you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This has been an absolute gift to be able to share this with you. Bridget, thank you for sharing. I love hearing your story because I was there sitting at her kitchen table when her wall was up. And I said, Bridget, what do you think about this? And she had nothing to say, guys. She had nothing to say simply because she just didn't understand, right? And so when she came, because she'd never seen this before. So the first thing I invited her to is, you know what, let's come hear the story. And she came and heard the story, and it's like her world opened up. And she realized so quickly that she was going to be a part of something really, really cool. And so, Bridget, it's so cool to see you absolutely shine as a woman and to see you fly as a leader. So thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. You guys, Tori and I do this every Wednesday night at 7:30. And this is a place where everybody can come and listen and learn. So if this is your first time tonight, we're super, super glad you're here. Maybe you're a regular attender of these meetings. We love it. Keep coming back. Bring someone with you next week because we are on a mission to change things, okay? We do not want to live in a sick world. Nobody on this earth is signing up for the get older faster, get sick sooner, give me that flip and rock and share plan. Nobody wants it, okay? We want to live life to the fullest, and that's what our goal is. We are on a mission to help people live life. And so next week, we're going to bring on another rock star that's going to share. But next week, we're going to talk about working parents. Okay. So if you know someone that's a working parent that's ready just to get out of the grind, ready to maybe make an extra $100 to put into a side account, because like me, when I lost my job, that really scared me when that rug was pulled out from underneath me because I didn't have a plan B. So if you know people, they're looking for a plan B with their finances, looking for a plan B with their health and wellness, come check it out. Same number, same time. And Tori and I are going to be here to lead you guys through another awesome event. So with that, you guys, God bless you. Have the best night, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Bridget. Love hearing your story. Good night, everybody. Thank you,
Thank you.
Cassie.